The first thing I did after rebirth was search the river for a big, thick leech, and swallowed it down without a single hesitation, even though it twisted and writhed wildly in my throat. I forced myself to swallow it down despite the nausea. It all started when gamma rays hit Blue Star and the apocalypse came. Everyone had a chance to awaken based on the last animal they ate. One guy ate a roasted chicken, turned into a twinkling nesting, dances, raps and plays basketball. Another ate a cuddly leather belt, turned into a 100-year giant crocodile that devours everything. In my past life, I just ate a duck neck, and turned into a rat everyone wanted to kill. Now after rebirth, I got the infinite devouring system. The stronger the creature I devour, the stronger I become. And that mutated leech from my past life turned into a towtie that devours everything not long after. Right now, staring at the squirming leech in the fish tank, my stomach starts churning. But devouring means getting stronger. So why the hell hesitate? I feel my nerves. Roll up my sleeve and reach in to grab the mutated leech. But who would have thought the leech not only broke free of my grip, it bit down hard on my finger. Blood drips off my finger and falls into the fish tank. The mutated leech gets incredibly excited, and I instantly fly into a rage.
Damn thing. You dare bite me? Screw it. No more holding back.
Congratulations, host. You have successfully devoured the mutant leech. Gene sequence extraction successful.
Whoa, the wound healed this fast.
On top of that, I can feel a huge surge of power rushing through my body. Then I walk over to the full-length mirror and stand still. I'm stunned once again. My original short black hair has turned into long crimson hair. My grayish-brown pupils have also turned crimson red. After checking out my whole body, I notice a proboscis has appeared on the palm of my right hand. I can clearly feel that I can absorb enemy's blood through this proboscis in my palm. Staring at my reflection in the mirror, I can't help but feel a little troubled. The dark turmoil hasn't even started yet. How am I supposed to go out looking like this? Right after that thought crosses my mind, the crimson hair goes back to normal, and the proboscis in my palm disappears too. My eyes widen in shock. This thing can actually switch on and off of my mind. An overwhelming wave of joy surges through my heart. There's less than 2 days left before the dark turmoil begins. I still have 2 devour chances left. I need to keep devouring more creatures. I remember in my past life, there was a rich guy in Dollar City who kept a rare electric eel in his collection. After the dark turmoil broke out, this electric eel has also become a mutant beast. If I can devour it, my genetic sequence might reorganize, unlocking even greater abilities. But given my current status, there's no way I can meet this billionaire. Luckily, he has a daughter who happens to be studying at Tsinghua University. I head to a deserted park behind the school. And this billionaire's daughter lives an extremely low-key life. To avoid exposing her identity as a rich situation, she walks here after school every day before taking a car. Arriving at the park, I spot a stunning figure in the distance. Right at that moment, a Rolls-Royce stops in front of Yen Ryu, just as she's about to get in and leave. I shout kidnap at the top of my lungs. Yen Ryu looks completely calm, paying me no mind, but her 3 bodyguards are furious. How dare someone attempt a kidnapping right in front of them? The lead bodyguard immediately pulls out a telescopic pattern, striking towards me with menacing intent. I simply throw a casual punch. The bodyguard is sent flying without even a scream. The remaining 2 bodyguards are utterly stunned. What kind of person can do something like this? Seeing her shock, I walk up to the Rolls-Royce and kick it. The car is actually sent flying 8 meters. Yen Ryu's expression turns blank, and the 2 bodyguards collapse to their knees in terror. Ignoring the bodyguards, I walk right up to Yen Ryu. She says nervously,
Do you want money or something else?
Call your father, Yen Tiancheng. Tell him to bring the rare electric eel he collects. Fish for the person. Yen Ryu's brain freezes for a moment. This person went through all this trouble to kidnap her. Just for her dad's stupid fish? Isn't she more appealing than a fish? Yen Ryu takes out her phone and calls her father. She briefly explains her situation and my demand. Meanwhile, in the Tianjin group conference room, a middle-aged man on the phone flies into a rage. Someone dares to kidnap my daughter in Daru City? He orders someone to notify the military for backup. Yen Tianjin tells his driver to take him home first, to retrieve that rare electric eel. Yen Ryu puts down her phone and looks at me.
I've done as you asked. Father will arrive in half an hour. You went through all this trouble to kidnap me, just for an eel?
I nodded and said in 2 days. An aurora will sweep over the Blue Star. All life will mutate, turning into aberrant beasts. The world order will collapse, society will fall into chaos. By then, this eel will also become an aberrant beast. And your whole family will die horribly. Yen Ryu didn't speak. He just stared at me like I was an idiot. Believe it or not, I'm not taking this electric eel for free. In exchange, I can give you this information in advance. Consider it a fair trade. Yen Ryu shook his head. He said, what you're saying is just too hard to believe. I didn't explain further. I just placed my right hand on the ground and smashed it with a punch, turning it to pulp. But the wound was quickly repaired by crimson red threads, good as new. The 2 bodyguards watching from a distance were so scared their legs gave out, and they fainted dead away.
Your family's businesses are all over Dar City. After the dark upheaval hits, all kinds of supplies will be scarce. If you trust me, you can choose to follow me. I can lead you to survive.
I understand. I'll discuss it with Father.
Just then, police sirens sounded in the distance. Numerous armored vehicles stopped in front of the 2. A middle-aged man got out of a car. I glanced at the heavily armed military personnel and smiled carelessly at Yen Tiancheng. Boss Yen, did you bring what I want? This is what you wanted. Yen Tiancheng threw the briefcase right in front of me. I opened it, grabbed the electric eel, and started swallowing it. Seeing this, Yen Tiancheng and the others were completely stunned. What the hell is going on? After I swallowed the eel, a current of electricity actually crackled over my body's surface. Yen Tiancheng watched the scene, unable to help but gasp a few times. The current released by this rare electric eel could electrocute an ox. How the hell did this kid endure it?
Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured the rare electric eel. Gene sequence extraction successful. Crimson lightning armor inherits the limb regeneration trait. It can absorb blood to form a suit of armor infused with lightning attributes.
With a thought, my short black hair instantly turned into long crimson locks. At the same time, a snowball crackling with lightning coalesced in my left hand. Under my control, the snowball instantly exploded. The military personnel on site collapsed to the ground upon touching it. They fell unconscious instantly. Only Yin Ryu and Yin Tianqing remained unharmed. I glanced back at the father and daughter. Then I vanished from their sight. The dark upheaval was less than a day away. I had one last chance to devour. I had to finish before it began. Then it hit me. There's a special falcon at the Dara City Zoo. I had armor and control over lightning. If I could fly too, I'd be unstoppable. I hailed a cab straight to Dara Zoo. I quickly found the falcon's cage. Seeing it, I was stunned. The falcon had mutated. Its black feathers looked like sharp blades. It was pecking at the iron bars with its beak. Soon, it tore a huge hole in the cage. The falcon charged at me fiercely. Unfazed, I grabbed its neck with one hand and took a huge bite.
Host successfully devoured. Mutated falcon gene sequence extracted. Acquired limb regeneration. Can manifest a pair of wings. Can release lightning. Feathers can slice enemy.
With a thought, a pair of huge black wings appeared behind me. I shot straight into the sky. My stomach growled loudly. Seeing this, I flew to the nearest supermarket. People inside panicked at the sight of me. They fled madly. I didn't care. I went straight to the fresh produce section, grabbed a chunk of beef and started eating. After devouring over 10 pounds, I left satisfied. Just then, my phone rang. I answered. Yammer's panicked voice came through.
Jiangsu, we have a problem here. Some humanoid monsters broke in. Can you come?
Before she could say more, the call cut off. After a moment's thought, using my past life memories, I headed to a warehouse. Meanwhile, inside, two horned, grotesque figures were looking at a mountain of supplies. Big bro, you're a genius. Taking this warehouse means we won't starve later. Monsters are everywhere now. But we got beast transformation powers. Yan Tianqing and his daughter were trembling in the corner. The man with horns looked at Yan Ryu nearby. Boss, she's top quality. Yan Tianqing shielded Yan Ryu behind him. Just then, lightning blasted a hole in the warehouse roof. I charged right in. Seeing me appear, Yan Ryu let a long sigh of relief. I never expected someone else gain beast transformation power. I didn't bother with these two. I just slapped them. Two sharp cracks, and they were out cold. Yan Tianqing and his daughter stared, dumbfounded. What's this? One slap and it's over? I walked up to Yan Ryu. I said, have you thought about my last proposal? If not for you, Brother Zhang, we'd be dead already. We'll do whatever you say from now on. Seeing this, I nodded. The Dark Chaos is coming soon. Our first priority is to find a safe place and build a base. My villa's security is top-notch. If you don't mind, you can stay there. But just having power isn't enough. After the Dark Chaos, all supplies will be scarce. Later, a millennial-long ice age and decade-long droughts will hit. Soon, we arrived at Yan Tianqing's villa. Brother Zhang, shouldn't we keep stockpiling supplies? I shook my head. We'll keep gathering supplies. But there's something more urgent now. The first forbidden zone is about to appear. The resources inside are even more crucial for us. Brother Zhang, is there any way for us to become spirit beast warriors too? I thought for a moment. Maybe we can try. After the dark chaos begins, an aurora will sweep Earth. Some people might awaken, transforming into the last animal they ate before the aurora. But it's random. After explaining, Yan Tianqing and his daughter gathered a ton of ingredients. They made a giant stew, dozens of things mixed together. The taste was something else. But to become warriors, they went all in. They managed to finish the whole pot. So, are we ready now? Yes. Wait until the aurora sweeps Earth tomorrow. Then we'll see the changes. Get some rest now. Tomorrow, the first forbidden zone arrives. You'll come with me then. Soon, it was 8 a.m. the next day. In the pitch-black depths of space, an eerie aurora abruptly appears. It instantly sweeps across the entire blue star. The age of darkness has arrived. At this moment, Yan Ryu is enveloped in a golden light. Golden energy radiates from within her body. Yan Tianqing's height surges to 3 meters. A pair of long horns also grows from his head. Who would have thought this hair? We both gain the power of special transformation at the same time. The Yan Tianqing beast warrior possesses immense strength and enhanced defense. The golden energy released by Yan Ryu's plant-based abilities can heal wounds and provide a degree of power amplification. We actually did it. Father and daughter are overjoyed. Yet, the age of darkness descends. The first forbidden zone appears. Gather some people. Let's head to the forbidden zone. The group sets off in a large truck. They soon arrive at the entrance. I floor the gas pedal and drive straight into the vortex. Li Chong watches this scene from not far away. Who is that guy? How is he with the campus bell? Yan. And he dares to drive into that mysterious vortex. Broly, what do we do now? Even that loser dared to drive in. We have superpowers now. What's there to be afraid of? Boss Yan, you drive. I'll clear the path for you. I just get out when a horde of strange figures rushes from the mist. I swing my hand. The dark creatures ahead are instantly smashed to bits. The two in the truck are stunned. Where are the mighty dark creatures? Sounds like they should be tough. But Jiangsu just wiped them out with a slap. The dark creatures in this first dungeon are generally weak. And I, 3 days before the age of darkness arrived, began absorbing and devouring. Now, I am a trinity, fused with 3 types of genes. My power naturally crushes these dark creatures. Any dark creature that appears on the road gets shattered by my slap. So strong. Unbelievably strong. Yan Tianqing looks at Yan Ryu. He says, seriously, Ryu, what do you think of Xiaosu? Yan Ryu is taken aback. Blushing, she chides. Dad, what nonsense are you talking? You're not in yourself. It's about time you found a boyfriend. Dad, weren't you always against me dating early? That was different. I feel at ease with Xiaosu. Meanwhile, not far away in the mist, Li Chong and the others are watching this scene intently. When they see me instantly kill the dark creatures, tremors of fear run through them. The aura emanating from the dark creatures. Even from this distance, they were trembling. Yet I swatted them away one by one, without even a flinch. What kind of monster is this? Brotherly is not to be trifled with. What should we do now? Keep following this guy? No matter how strong, he's still human. Humans have limits. He's been burning energy all this way. He'll run out of steam eventually. Let him clear the path for us. When we find the real treasure, we'll strike and take it. By then, he'll be exhausted. There's 5 of us. We can take him down. My senses are far beyond the ordinary. I had detected Lee Chong and the others long ago. Soon, we arrived at a cave entrance, and the truck stopped. Yen Ryu and her father stepped down. They peered inside. The cave was filled with materials. These are chaos golems. Excellent construction materials. Opening the truck's rear door, I called for the workers to unload. They began moving the materials. Brotherly, those materials look special. This guy is probably running on fumes by now. Should we make our move? Lee Chong nodded, about to speak, when a figure emerged from the mist not far away. Chaos golems. Now that's good stuff. But none of this is for you. Take your people and get out now. I might just let you live. As he spoke, his body swelled, transforming into a 3-meter-tall pig-headed monster. A pair of black wings unfurled from my back. A feather crackling with electricity shot through the air, instantly beheading him. Lee Chong watched, his mind going numb. Brotherly, do we still attack? Attack your mother. You want that? Lee Chong finished, and without hesitation, turned to flee. Suddenly, a feather descended from the sky, embedding itself in the ground not far in front of Lee Chong. My voice, cold as a devil's, slowly rang out. Did I say you could leave? Kid, I advise you not to touch me. Chow Ming Long is my boss. I work for him now. Even if you're strong, you're no match for him. As he spoke, Lee Chong frantically pulled out his phone, dialing a number. The moment the call connected, the feather in my hand shot out, piercing straight through Lee Chong's forehead. He actually killed Brotherly. Everyone, run! Seeing Lee Chong instantly killed, the remaining men were utterly terrified. They screamed and scrambled to escape. I waved my hand, and several more electrified feathers blasted out. None of them even had time to activate their beast forms. Was instantly defeated. From the phone that fell to the ground came a rough, furious roar.
Who the hell dares to touch my men?
Wrong.
Chow Ming Long.
Who are you? You know me? You dare touch my men. No matter who you are, you're dead. Speak! Damn it!
Where do you live? Give me an address.
I'm at Star Cloud Apartments, number 288, next to 5-Star Garden.
If you've got the guts, come find me for a one-on-one.
How about your address? I'll come find you when I have time.
Soon, all the King Kongs were loaded onto the truck. Everyone got back in the vehicles and drove away from the Forbidden Zone. Back at the villa, the resources from the Forbidden Zone were secured. Building the base was now an urgent priority. You two, keep an eye on the construction here. I have some business to take care of. With that, I spread my wings and shot into the sky, quickly arriving at 5-Star Garden. A burly man emerged from the apartment building, followed by a bunch of his underlings. So you're Chow Ming Long? Hearing my voice, Chow Ming Long instantly recognized my identity. You got some nerve, kid, actually coming to find me. Everyone, get ready for a fight. Let's kill this bastard. Avenge our brothers. Everyone simultaneously entered their beast forms. Chow Ming Long also transformed, turning into a fishman and charging out first. He threw a punch at me. I met it with a punch of my own, sending Chow Ming Long flying back several meters. He was knocked out cold on the spot. His underlings were stunned. He smelled with one punch. I walked up to Chow Ming Long's body. Extending my right hand, I began to frantically absorb his blood. With the blood replenishing me, I felt my body surge with power. Looking at Chow Ming Long, now a desiccated corpse. The underlings were paralyzed. Their boss, perfectly fine moments ago, was now drained into a mummy the next moment. This isn't something a human could do. The underlings turned to flee. The black wings on my back reappeared. In the next instant, several feathers shot out simultaneously, beginning a merciless slaughter. After dealing with the underlings, I entered the apartment. I discovered the large stockpile of supplies Chow Ming Long had hoarded. I took out my phone and called Yan Tiancheng. Brother Zhang, what's up? There are a lot of supplies here. I'll send you the location. Send people to haul it all back. Soon, all the supplies were loaded. On the way back, a massive mutated beast suddenly blocked the truck's path. I threw the door open and got out. 8 more mutated beasts emerged from the alley. My black wings unfurled, lifting me into the air. Feathers shot out, instantly slaying the beasts. I approached a corpse and searched with my hands. I pulled out a few crystal cores. These are mutated beast cores. They store the source of their power. Absorbing them can boost your own strength. But absorption takes time and is draining. Like melting steel. But I'm different. A sharp proboscis formed in my palm. I forcefully devoured the core. A surge of pure energy flooded my body. My level changed. Name, Jiangsu level 3. Bloodline level, none gene sequence. Trinity, inheriting limb regeneration. Can extend wings to release lightning feathers that slice enemies. Can absorb blood to strengthen self. Every 10 levels is a milestone for beast warriors. I didn't pay it much mind. What does bloodline level mean? Couldn't figure it out. I stopped thinking about it, got back in the truck, and left with the supplies. The villa's warehouse was nearly full. Seeing all these supplies, Yan Tiancheng's grin stretched ear to ear. I was thinking about how to level up fast. Absorbing mutated beast cores. In big cities, most mutated beasts are former pets. Hunting them one by one wastes too much time. Brother Zhang, what's our next move? Start a live stream. Now, what kind of weird move is that? Yan Ryu started a live stream on her phone. Soon, news of the villa's stockpile spread online. Many are already discussing alliances to raid us. I know you want these supplies. Want supplies? Trade for mutated beast cores. 1 level 1 core. Gets you 1 pack of cigarettes and 1 can carp. 1 level 2 core. Gets you 2 packs and 2 cans. Seeing this, the live chat got even angrier. The world's gone to hell. And you want to barter? Just take it. Seeing the time was right, I turned off the live stream directly. Brother Zhang, will they actually exchange their crystal cores for supplies like good boys? I've laid out the rules and reasoning for them, everything's out in the open. Either they exchange the crystal cores for supplies immediately, or they die. How's the villa reinforcement coming along? It's already done. Right now, every single corner of this villa, including the underground foundation, is covered with adamantine. Even a missile strike wouldn't be able to break through the villa's defenses. I've tested the hardness of the adamantine myself. I hit it with all my strength and couldn't even leave a single dent. Just at this moment, a convoy of vehicles pulled up outside the villa. More than 10 people got out of the cars, and every single one of them had entered their beast form. That many spirit beast warriors working together. This would be a devastating blow for anyone. For a moment, the father and daughter both looked at me at the same time. Brother Zhang, what do we do now? Nothing at all. Just watch. The villa just finished reinforcement, and I want to see for myself how strong the villa is right now, if it can hold up against the combined attack of these 13 spirit beast warriors. Outside the villa, the 13 men were shouting loudly. That kid must be scared and doesn't dare come out, Brother Zhang. I say we just charge right in. Our bodies are so tough. We're invulnerable. Even bullets can't pierce us easily. Breaking into this villa will be a piece of cake. That kid isn't simple. Before the dark turmoil even broke out, he seemed to have already obtained the power of a spirit beast warrior. Everyone be careful when we go in. When you see that kid, just attack together and kill him. Xiongtao stepped forward. He threw a punch straight at the villa's gate. The expected scene of the gate being blown apart never happened. Instead, Xiongtao froze out and let out a painful cry. This punch of his could shatter even a reinforced security door. Yet he couldn't move the villa gate in front of him even a tiny bit. Xiongtao took a deep breath, then channeled all his strength, and threw another punch. This time, the gate still didn't break. But after that one punch, he ended up breaking his own hand. This gate is weird. Attack together. Everyone burst out with power, and threw all their strength at the gate. But after everyone landed their attacks, the gate still didn't move an inch. There wasn't even a single dent left. All the men were stunned. What the hell even is this thing? How can there be such a solid gate in the world? The reason I didn't make a move the first second was exactly to let these guys test how tough the adamant really is. Now I've got the answer I wanted. Time to swat these annoying flies. Open the main gate. Yan Ryu didn't hesitate. She opened the villa gate directly. The crowd outside the villa looked astonished. I walked out of the villa. Jiangsu, you've hoarded massive supplies, ignoring other survival. Today, we'll act for justice. We represent justice to sanction you. Hand over the supplies. Atone for your sins, and I might consider leaving your body intact. You clearly want to plunder other supplies. Yet you make it sound so righteous. How hypocritical. I hate fools like you the most. As I spoke, black wings unfurled from my back. Countless black feathers rippled slightly. The slaughter begins now. Are 13 of us afraid of just one person? Since you refuse to hand over the resources, we'll take them ourselves. I turned to Yan Ryu and said, start the live stream. Yan Ryu pulled out her phone and started the live stream. She aimed the camera at the scene. Once the stream began, a large audience quickly flooded in. Wow, a full 13 spirit beast warriors came knocking. Jiangsu is definitely done for today. Under the anticipation of countless viewers in the stream, my wings beat fiercely, and I shot into the air. Then, countless black feathers materialized around me. Instantly, they poured down like a torrential storm. The 13 spirit beast warriors had no time to scream. All were riddled with holes. Even the prepared Yan Ryu gasped in shock. The live stream audience fell silent after witnessing this. I flapped my wings and landed back on the ground. Speaking calmly to the camera, I have many supplies here. Those unafraid of death are welcome to try. My stance remains. If you want supplies, you can exchange them with crystal cores here. More cores mean richer supplies for exchange. I want to ask, is the crystal core exchange for real? Of course, as long as you can get crystal cores, you can exchange them for supplies here. After closing the stream, everyone returned to the villa. Yan Ryu seemed preoccupied with something. Jiangsu is outstanding and powerful. Crucially, he's quite handsome. And with order collapsed. Monogamy is a thing of the past. As Jiangsu willing, having multiple wives is just a matter of time. No, I must act fast and make it a done deal. While Yan Ryu was lost in these thoughts, a car pulled up outside the villa, and several figures got out. I grabbed a bag and walked straight out the door. Bro, wrong idea. We mean no harm. We're here to exchange for supplies. These are all crystal cores we got from hunting mutated beasts. I gave the cores in the bag a quick glance. There were over 10. I accepted the bag. I had some supplies brought over and made the exchange. Back at the villa, I gave one core each. To Yan Ryu and her father, each holding their core in their palm. They began absorbing it. I took one in my palm. Then the mouth-like organ there swallowed it whole. In the blink of an eye, a mutated beast core was completely absorbed. My level smoothly reached level 4. Throughout the day, people kept coming with cores to exchange for resources. By day's end, I'd exchange for hundreds of cores. After leaving a small portion for the father and daughter, I absorbed most of them myself. My power reached the level of 9. Yan Ryu and her father's levels also reached level 3. At night, I was resting in my room, half asleep, when a faint footstep sounded outside the door. Then, the closed door creaked open, pushed gently. A graceful figure slipped quietly through the crack. I wasn't fully asleep on the bed.
I almost jumped up. A thief in the villa?
The villa's defenses are high. Even spirit beast warriors couldn't get in, let alone petty thieves. Enemies were even less likely, because anyone who becomes my enemy soon gets sent to get their box lunch. As the figure approached the bed, I could smell the faint, familiar scent of Yan Ryu. In the dark, Yan Ryu, her face flushed, reached the bedside. She lifted the covers beside me and lay down. I, pretending to sleep with eyes closed, was stunned. I thought Yan Ryu had ill intentions, was going to repay kindness with betrayal, and was ready to transform and kill. But then she pulled this move. What are you doing, Yan Ryu? She had just lain down, when she suddenly heard my voice. It startled a sharp shriek out of her.
Jiangsu, you're awake.
I was almost asleep. You woke me up. What do you want, coming here in the middle of the night? Yan Ryu's face instantly turned bright red. Suddenly, Yan Ryu hugged me. My eyes went wide. Before I could say anything, her soft, warm lips sealed my mouth. It was a wonderful night, and the next morning, I felt totally refreshed and straight up ate dozens of gene of raw meat. As for Yan Ryu, she didn't get up until almost noon, and her walking posture was really weird. The atmosphere in the living room was a little awkward. Staring at the look her old father gave her, Yan's cheeks flushed. She wished she could hide cracking around and crawling, but Yan Tiansheng was overjoyed inside. Boss Yan, last night, little friend Jiangsu. You young people's business, this old man doesn't meddle. And I don't want to know either. You can handle it yourself. By the way, quite a few people came to exchange supplies one after another this morning. I counted them in advance. There are 13 crystal cores in total. I nodded. I opened the bag and picked up the crystal cores inside. I started absorbing them right away. In just a few minutes, all 13 crystal cores were completely absorbed.
My level also reached level 10, and the system notification rang out.
Congratulations to the host for reaching level 10. You gain 1 devour opportunity, and the bloodline function is unlocked. The host can devour mutated animals, plants, and insects. Open the interface panel. Name, John Su, level 10. Level 10, gene sequence number, 9766.
Trinity.
Air trade and wings from. Can release lightning feathers to slice through enemies. And absorb blood from a distance to strengthen itself. My bloodline level is also level 10. But I don't know yet what the use of this bloodline level is. But none of this matters now. I've gained another devour opportunity. And this time I can devour mutated animals, plants, and insects. There are a lot more options to choose from. I need to find a chance to devour a new target. If I didn't miscalculate, the second forbidden land is about to open. A set of resurrection gear is hidden inside the second forbidden land. This gear is incredibly overpowered. It's basically a second life. Before I was born, this gear was found by Panda High, the angel from Longhu Mountain. He relied on this gear, and later became one of the top powerhouses in Dragon Country. This guy knows divination, and he also masters a lot of other sorcery. Even though he never became a serious warrior, he still has pretty impressive combat power. The most important thing is his divination can find all kinds of treasures. Right now I have 2 goals. Find a new target and devour it. Find Panda High. Get him to follow me into the second forbidden land. Just at this moment, Yan Tianqing pulled out an envelope and handed it to me. A guy showed up at the villa this morning. He just told me to give this letter to you, and said nothing else. I opened the envelope and read it. The content was very simple. Jiangsu, if you want, I order you to submit to me unconditionally, or I'll come after you for revenge. There can only be one overlord in Dara City. Before I was reincarnated, He Huan was already a small-time boss in Dara City. How dare he send me a threatening letter? He's already signed his own death warrant. I pulled out my phone and recorded a video, then posted it online. The content of the video was really straightforward. If anyone can bring me He Huan's head, they can come to the villa to exchange it for 5 big crates of supplies. As soon as the video went up, it blew up the entire online community instantly. Holy crap! Gajong just got a hit order. Wait, who is He Huan? What did he do to piss off Gajong? His head is actually worth 5 whole crates of supplies. Who even cares who He Huan is at this point? I'm hanging out right now. Any spirit beast warriors good at tracking out there? Drop your contact info. Let's team up on this. After I took care of the He Huan business, I headed out with Yen Ryu. We left the villa and got into a red Ferrari, and headed for Longhu Mountain. We got there pretty quickly. A fat man in a Taoist robe just happened to walk out of the temple. When he saw us standing at the gate, he was shocked. Whoa, 2 living people? Are you guys here to pray for blessings? Listen up, our temple doesn't accept incense money anymore. We only take supplies now. You can exchange all kinds of goods for incense blessings. We prefer things like food especially. Before he could even finish talking, the black wings on my back spread out sharply. I entered my beast form immediately, then flashed forward in an instant. I threw a straight punch right at Pang Dai's face. Holy crap! Pang Dai yelped. What kind of maniac shows up out of nowhere first thing in the morning and attacks me? But as the 98th generation celestial master of Longhu Mountain, Pang Dai is no pushover. His chubby body was surprisingly agile. He jumped backward quickly. But after he jumped back, before he could even get his footing, his foot suddenly slipped. His head went straight crashing right into my fist. After another shock yell, he literally rammed his own head straight into my fist. His right fist was knocking instantly. I was actually stunned. I never thought this guy wouldn't play by the rules at all. He actually just took my punch head on with his own skull. As if it was master, he really something else. This move is truly unpredictable. I stretched my limbs, ready to throw another punch. Pang Dai's knees buckled. He knelt down immediately. Spare me, hero. I admit my mistake. I'll give you anything you want. Just stop hitting me. Staring at the suddenly pleading Pang Dai, I was a bit stunned. You're supposed to be a celestial master of Longhu Mountain, one of the future top powerhouses of Dragon Country. Yet here you are, kneeling and begging for mercy. What's going on? Yen Ryu, standing nearby, was also bewildered. This fat guy doesn't look like a master at all. Does he really know any divination arts? Seeing both of them dazed, Pang Dai turned and bolted towards the temple interior. Damn it! This lunatic is bullying an honest man. We, the celestial masters of Longhu Mountain through the ages, excel in talisman arts. These talismans are legacies left by past masters. They can summon lightning and ignite raging flames. They're ultimate weapons against demons and monsters. Right at that moment, I charged in after him. You're finished, kid. I'm telling you. These talismans are all high-level ones, passed down by my Longhu Mountain masters throughout generations. Even if you're a beast warrior, this is no place for you to act recklessly. In a moment, I'll have you crying for your mommy and daddy again. Before Pang Dai could finish speaking, a feather suddenly shot out from behind me. It pierced straight through the stack of high-level talismans. The feather released a terrifying electric current, instantly igniting the talismans. They turned into a pile of ashes in the roaring flames. Pang Dai stared blankly at the ashes in his hand, completely dumbfounded. Hero, I was just joking with you earlier. Believe me? The next moment, a scream echoed through Longhu Mountain. Hero, please stop me! Stop! What exactly did I do to offend you? Drawing Longhu Mountain first thing in the morning to speak up. Is it really necessary? The whole ordeal lasted a full half hour. Jiangsu, are we going too far? Too far? Don't worry, I control my strength. I won't kill him, and I won't leave him with any permanent injuries. We came here to seek cooperation. This approach seems a bit inappropriate. Pang Dai overheard their entire conversation. He was utterly speechless. Holy crap, you came to me for cooperation? At that moment, tears of grief streamed down Pang Dai's face. Is this your attitude when seeking cooperation? Transforming into a beast at the slightest disagreement, and beating me up for half an hour. During that half hour, I reviewed every bad thing I've ever done in my life. I thought I had violated some divine law. The second forbidden zone is about to open. There are several sets of resurrection here inside. I need you to use your divination skills to help me find this batch of equipment. Of course, I won't let you work for free. I can compensate you with supplies. After saying that, I took out several large boxes from the Ferrari. They were filled to the brim with all kinds of supplies. Pang Dai, staring at the dazzling array of supplies in the boxes. Damn, you should have said you wanted to team up earlier. And you brought out all this compensation. You should have said something sooner. I would have agreed right away. After Pang Dai quickly packed up his things, he followed the 2 of us to the front of the Ferrari. Where do I sit? I was momentarily speechless. I really hadn't considered this problem when we came. But as long as you don't give up, there's always a way. A few minutes later, the 3 of us set off. Sitting in the driver's seat, Yen Ryu sat in the passenger seat. As for Pang Dai, he was tied up on the roof. What the hell did I do in my past life to deserve this? 2.5 hours later, we finally returned to the villa. When the Ferrari came to a stop, Pangahai was finally untied and helped down. Pangahai's face was deathly pale. He seemed a bit dazed. The second forbidden zone is about to open soon. Stay with us during this time. You don't need to do anything for now. Just rest up and wait for the forbidden zone to open. Pangahai nodded numbly. After dealing with Pangahai's matters, I took Yin Ryu to find Yin Tiancheng. I gave him a rough rundown of the situation here, and then learned that during the time Yin Ryu and I went to Longhu Mountain, more people had delivered mini crystal cores. The total number of crystal cores now is over 50. During this period, Yin Tiancheng had been absorbing the power of the crystal cores. He has successfully absorbed 2 cores. His level also reached level 5. After understanding the situation, I returned to my room and started absorbing the crystal cores. After absorbing over 50 crystal cores, my level also reached level 14. Time flew by, and night fell. The TV turned on in the living room, suddenly cut in with an emergency broadcast.
We interrupt with an emergency broadcast. The first research institute in Daru City has discovered an immortal mutant cockroach. The Daru City military and all residents are now seeking assistance.
In the footage, a black cockroach the size of a kitten was scurrying wildly around the laboratory. The lab was in complete chaos. Someone fired a hot weapon, and a crimson fire dragon surged out. They even used rifles, but it didn't harm the cockroach one bit. This cockroach is extraordinary. Maybe I can devour it. I'm heading to the lab. You all stay in the villa. With that, I drove my Ferrari straight to the first research institute. Arrived at the first research institute. Staff led me to an office. Inside stood a voluptuous woman. Hello, I'm the director here, Shin Xiaolan. Director Shin, take me directly to the lab. Shin Xiaolan personally escorted me to the laboratory. The lab was in chaos. Walls made of special materials were riddled with holes. Many of the institute's spirit beast warriors were still trying to surround and eliminate this mutated cockroach. The moment the lab door opened, the mutated cockroach charged straight towards me. Holy crap! My people distracted. I heard a national curse. The spirit beast warriors in the lab also turned tail. They thought, it's over, this guy's done for. Just as everyone thought I was doomed. Something utterly unexpected happened. The mutated cockroach didn't attack me. Instead, it rushed before me and prostrated itself on the ground. Its mouth kept making crunching, gnawing sounds. It seemed to be expressing its submission to me. What the heck? A mutated beast showing submission to a human? I'd never heard of such a thing in my previous life. I suddenly thought of the bloodline rank in my system interface. Could it be that my bloodline rank has a suppressing effect on mutated beasts? Director Shin, it seems all problems are solved now. I'll be taking this mutated cockroach with me. I looked at the cockroach on the ground and said, follow me. Then I turned and walked out of the lab. The mutated cockroach followed closely behind. My god! Not only did it submit, it understands human speech. This scene was downright eerie. Everyone exchanged bewildered looks. After leaving the lab with the mutated cockroach, I found a random corner. You understand what I'm saying? The mutated cockroach let out a low growl. Its flat head nodded slightly. Since you submitted to me, I'm going to eat you now. You have any actions? You? Hear the words, the mutated cockroach turned away. It seems that although it submitted, it still retains its own will. I sighed softly. Then, black wings spread from my back. 2 feathers crackling with lightning shot out, pinning the mutated cockroach to the ground. I walked up to it. I picked up the cockroach and started devouring it in big bites. After I finished devouring it, 2 antennae grew out of the top of my head.
Congratulations, host. You have successfully devoured the mutant cockroach. Gene sequence extraction successful. You have gained powerful danger perception ability.